I don't cry. Your first thought may have been, yeah, right. But let me explain, because this is important and vital to your peace of mind. I don't cry over the loss of material things. Absolutely anything material. I have not always held this view in life. In fact, my bicycle was stolen from me right under my nose, so to speak. It was a brand new bike my mother bought for my 10th birthday. One day I was visiting my friend on a nice summer day. We were in his house chilling back in the late 70s. You can only imagine what chilling was like during those days. Nonetheless, when I came outside to get on my bike, it was not there. And a creditable witness saw the whole thing. She pointed in the direction the thief went, and I immediately ran home and got my older brother. We retrieved the bike, and all was well for the remainder of the summer. The situation could have escalated to police involvement, but the Most High did not let that happen. On my way home to get my older brother, I was crying because someone had the audacity to take what did not belong to them, and something my mother worked very hard to purchase for me. All those thoughts brought on uncontrollable tears. The second set of tears was when I was 16 years old, brand new licensed driver with my first car passed down from my father. Ford Galaxy 500, 4-door sedan. I put a lot of money in that car, and it was almost in pristine condition. I enjoyed having that car. I drove to school during my high school senior years and drove back and forth to work at my part-time job. In the evening, on December 25th, 1975, around 6 p.m., while sitting at a traffic light at 6th Street and Forster, about to make the left onto Forster Street. The ground was covered with white, clean snow. I noticed a car pulling up behind me, actually sliding up behind me. Instead of being mature and wise thinking, I sat at the traffic light with my foot on the brake. He aggressively slides into the back of my car and knocked me about 1,000 feet into the intersection. Thankfully, no intersecting traffic was on the road, and I cannot remember if any other traffic was there at all. I got out of the car hot-headed and ready to fight as a 16-year-old non-experienced driver, thinking the world owed me something. You know what I mean? The driver of the other vehicle was an older black man, and I could tell he was pleasingly intoxicated. I was able to get his basic information, his name and home address. But what angered me even more is that he asked me, "Are you all right?" And then he stumbled back to his car and drove off. The trunk of my car was clearly in the back seats of the car, and it was not easy for me to drive the car because my heart was broken and my face was shameful and I was crying hard. Back then, cell phones were not invented, and the thought of taking pictures of the car was unheard of. Of course, today, there would be tons of pictures on social media, but I have always been a researcher and investigator of sorts, and I was able to track the driver down and went and knocked on the front door of his house. Probably not advisable to do something like that nowadays. His wife answered the door. And she could tell I was upset. My voice was shaky and tears were in my eyes. After I told her what happened, she said to me, "Oh my God, was he drunk?" Not again. She appeared to be irritated and not happy with her husband. I was able to talk to her and get all the information that I needed. I eventually was paid by the insurance company, and I purchased a new car. But the entire incident filled my heart and mind with youthful sadness, and I cried until the situation was resolved. That was the last time I ever cried over the loss of material things. My future tears came at the loss of relationship, the loss of the connection with my children, the loss of loved ones, and most definitely, the loss of the ministry. The loss of the ministry was necessary because that loss allowed the Most High to broaden my scope and wake me up to a deeper relationship with Him. But I have never, ever cried again since 1975 over the loss of material things, and I have lost plenty, like the patriarch Job in the Bible. I even lost my health and was expecting to close my eyes for the last time in this life. But the Most High had other plans that I did not know about. Relationship. This is something worth crying over. But I released those tearful emotions about 12 years ago. A relationship is not easy to replace. Every material thing can be replaced with the exact thing or something similar. It takes years, even decades, to build a trustworthy, committed, and loyal relationship. You cannot go to the local neighborhood Walmart and purchase a new one. My fiance felt very sad because she misplaced her MK gold watch, and her entire day was in the dump of sadness. I did my very best to lift her spirit by informing her that material things can be replaced. Set the priority and value over those things that cannot be replaced. Health, love, family, relationship. You can restore your health, but it is not easy to do so. It takes dedication, hard work, and the know-how to restore a broken down body. You can find love again, but it is not easy. It takes wisdom, control over your human emotions, and most of all, implicit trust in the leadership of the Most High. You can gain a new family, but that is not easy. It takes trust, which is only built over time. It takes understanding of the people in your new family, which is only built through communication, compassion, and empathy at times. You can develop a new solid relationship, but that takes time. It takes active understanding of your partner. It takes wisdom, patience, and commitment. Most of all, it takes the unquestionable leading of the Most High. So, you see, to cry over the loss of material things is superficial compared to the loss of things that are not easy to replace. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Or what can a man give in exchange for his soul? Mark chapter 8, verse 36. I don't cry over the things that can be replaced. What about you? To the esteem of the Most High Elohim Yah.